So let's talk about how you got to the point where you, like, when did the thought occur? You make this happen?
I realized bits and parts of it, pieces of it have always been in my mind, but it's like when groups of people come together, I think when you focus on the thing you're supposed to be focused on, and you work as hard as you can on it, you start meeting people who are focused on things that are like corner aspects of like what you're focused on. And like those people start coming together, and it's like you realize you share same beliefs and visions in some things, some different beliefs and visions in other things. So I knew that I was trying to build a platform. I didn't know why. I mean I didn't know how. I didn't know what pieces of it would come together, but I knew why I wanted to do it. I wanted to just create a space that I felt like people would come together, have time together, just be authentic, talk, hang out, learn from each other. But I never knew how the shit was gonna actually come together. Working on a book, random shit, yeah. And I met this guy, Jay. And like, without even hesitation, was like, you gotta start a podcast. And I was like, okay. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, if I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna go all in, you know? Because it was that moment where I realized like, oh, okay, this is like, you whatever it is you're working so hard on, and you see a moment to elevate that faster than probably your efforts alone could have put into it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I can. So we had the first episode, which was so weird. Yeah. We talk about this all the time. So it's like, I was like, Pat, okay, I don't know how we're gonna do this, bro, but just help me get through this first one. Sit down, like, I'll interview you or you'll interview me. I don't know how it's gonna go really. So we just sat down and started talking. And then the next one, I was like, we gotta get a chef. We gotta feed people. We gotta get drinks. So I got on Instagram and put in hashtag KC Chefs, and I'm going through and I see Chef Jay on Instagram like chefing it up. Everyone like, this nigga hot. Coincidentally, I put a thing on Instagram that said looking for a chef, and Abdul, as a matter of fact, was like, hey, you know, I know this dude Chef Jay. You should hit him up. So I reached out to him on Instagram. I'm like, hey man, you mind if I come up to your restaurant and rap with you about something we're trying to do? So I think Pat Rob, Jay, and I, and Chef Jay, and we just sat down in this restaurant. We were like, bro, we just wanna like feed people and like have a good time and talk about ways to improve our community. Would you be down? And he was like, that sounds cool. Yeah. So I'm like, bet, I'm gonna get all the food. What do you want to cook? How you want to do it? So he sends a list of food. I go get all the food. This man's been chefing, bro, like chicken Alfredo, wings, like lemon pepper barbecue. I don't even know what the wings was.
I've been seeing some of
pasta
the,
Alfredo,
sure.
penne chicken, baked. I'd be like, God damn. Hey, so it was a recipe for success, you know? Then I realized, like after the first 2, 3, I realized, okay, if we just do one thing more each episode. That's why when I think about like how do you like build vision, it's like, I think it's an evolutionary process, you know? Just paying attention to like, I'm trying to think about like how far, like what are the things that have intentionally been part of like crafting a vision versus just like you do things differently. But I know like moving the set, so it used to be set up in a way where the table was this way and the couch was like right here. And so essentially all the production crew would try to just stand in this hallway right here. And then we didn't feel like we were using the space very well. So when we turned it though, realized it opened up a lot more space and it was getting a table for them so that they could actually try to set up in a way that's conducive to us doing this. Making sure Chef Jay always got what he needs. So, I mean, each week just try to do one thing to improve it.